then, everybody. So as we learned in the review show, Oklahoma women's sports first. Basketball is off to a terrific start at 3-0. And if they want to get to 4-5-0 this week, here's what they'll have to do. They'll have to do it against a couple of pretty good teams, a couple of 20 winners from last year, including the big, bad Texas and Lloyd Noble Center. And they will play Texas Christian in their field house in Fort Worth. Preview of those two matchups coming up next. Don't go away. Welcome back to the preview set to Oklahoma women's basketball. We'll start it off with the big bad Longhorns. Book them down, baby. 22-12 last year. Finished 11-7 in league play. Lost in the second round of the women's set of the NCAA tournament to Maryland, 69-64. Last year. Their tutor is coach is Karen Aston, has been at University of Texas since 2005. Actually has had two other positions of starting coaching. One at the University of Charlotte, then took a step up to the University of North Texas, and now is at regular Texas. And Karen is a 1987 grad of University of Arkansas, Little Rock. Karen's second year in, and one of the more improving teams in the league, trying to beat out their 11-7 conference record from last year, are the following players. Number 3, Nika Impoli. And number 2, Inika McNee Stafford. We'll start with Inapoli. Inapoli last year for the Shorthorns averaged 11.97 points per ball game, while rebounds per ball game were at 8.56 and assists per ball game were 0.82. For Stafford and Monica McNee Stafford, her points per game were at 10.79 points per ball game. Rebounds were at 7.33, and assists per ball game were 0.54. On the more crisp half and the more beautiful half of the Red River rivalry, Oklahoma 18-9 last year, 18-15 last year, 9-9 in the league. Lost to DePaul in the tournament, 100-104 in the first round. Their head coach is Sherry Cole. She's been at Oklahoma since 1996, and Sherry is a 1987 grad of Oklahoma Christian University, helping improve that even 9-9 record. Will they Shireen Campbell Olds, number 24, and number 42, Kaylin Williams. starting with Shereen Campbell-Olds, who just recently got married, and that's why her last name's Olds now. But when she was still Shereen Campbell, she averaged 12.64 points per ball game, while rebounds per ball game were at 5.39, and 1.45 was assists per ball game. For Kaylin KK, she averaged 6.97 points per ball game, while rebounds were at 4.42 and assists were 0.42. The Sooners will then head to Fort Worth to face TCU as the roadie. The Sooners finished 18-15 last year, 9-9 in the league. Lost to DePaul 100-104 in the first round of the NCAA tournament, and have been coached by Sherry Cole since 1999. And Sherry is a 1987 grad from Oklahoma Christian University. Scoring leaders from last year, Shereen Campbell-Olds returns, as does number 42, Kaylin Williams. Number 24, Shereen Campbell-Olds. When she was still Shereen Campbell regular, she averaged last year 12.64 points per ball game. And was 5.39 rebounds per ball game and set at 1.45 assists per ball game last year. While Kaylin Williams, number 42 KK, she was averaging 6.97 points per ball game, 4.42 rebounds per ball game, and 0.42 assists per ball game last year for Oklahoma. TCU, Texas Christian, finished 18-15 last year, 8-10 in league play, and lost to Pac-12 favorite Colorado 71-78 in the first round of the WNIT tournament. There we go. Speaking of Colorado, former Colorado Buffalo Reagan Pebley, she takes over the TCU program. In her first season at TCU, she takes over for TCU after having two other stints at two smaller conferences. She coached at Utah State and Fresno State before coming here to TCU. And, as I said, is a 1997 grad from the Colorado Buffaloes. So, Sherry should know her pretty well. Helping Miss Pebley do her job will be Zana Medley, number 11, and Natalie Vetris, number 4. Medley, number 11 Medley last year for TCU, she averaged 17.10 points per ball game, while averaging 3.39 points per, rebounds per ball game and 3.73 assists per ball game. While number 4 Natalie Vetris averaged 11.65 points per ball game, 4.45 rebounds per ball game, and 0.97 assists per ball game last year for Oklahoma. Alright, everybody. A lot of fun today. Thanks for watching. My name's Harry. Find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at SoonerFanOK. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as we all know, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care!